How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, what I want to talk about again is the chosen ones. And we have been beat down in this system so bad that we don't trust each other. We don't trust the things that we'll say or anything. And we can be speaking core truth, and it can even be resonating within your soul that this person is really speaking to my heart. But we will doubt each other, and we may give a message in a way that we're totally not in agreement with. And what I'm going to present to the royal family is someone that we should not overlook or dismiss. Now, some people are going to trip out when I show this video, but it must be shown to the chosen ones to fully understand how special we are, and that there are many out here that are giving messages to the royal family. And it's not easy because there's many different subjects that I talk about, many different subjects that all of us talk about, and sometimes it doesn't seem that your own is listening, and there are things that are happening right in front of us in plain sight, so to speak, in this system. I'm going to always talk about the system, so y'all might as well get used to it. And so a lot of us know that we are chosen, but some of us may not be sure, and that's where I would encourage you to do your research, you to have a spiritual base in your life. And just to let y'all know, I'm not hung up on what type of religion you in. I'm not hung up on that. What I'm hung up on is bringing the royal family back together as best as I can, but also informing the royal family about the things that they are doing in this system to take us out, and which they have been, to the best of their ability, trying. They know who we are. And I think sometimes for us to believe anything, sometimes we have to go to our unquote pastor. And that has been proven that some of these pastors are holding us back, or telling us whatever they want to tell us for their own personal agenda. You know, mainly it's money, control. All those things go hand in hand. So you find a lot of us being turned off, you know, but we're still searching for truth. We're still trying to understand what is going on. And it's not, the whole puzzle will never be put together, and I know why. Because our true enemies are trying to understand who we are too. And with the understanding, if they can put the whole puzzle together, they'll try to destroy that even further. So God knew exactly what he was doing when he allowed these caucasoids to rule and reign the earth for a short period of time. It may seem long to us because we have lived a lifetime of hell with these people. And we would have to ask ourselves, why is these people relentless on trying to destroy us by any means necessary? If they're not killing us, they accepting us in their race to a point. That's when we talk about the coons. And what they're doing is they're using us to do their own bidding. Basically, my royal family, what they are trying to do to us, and y'all really, really need to hear what I'm saying. What they really trying to do to us is take as many to hell with them. That is their driving force. They know who we are. We have demonstrated to the entire planet who we are. And yes, I grant it, There are some of us that have caved into this system, and they're going to go right along with them. Now, y'all know I don't speak in the absolutes, so please don't come to my channel questioning me about some things. Some things I will never entertain. But some messages I give to the royal family are very serious and very spiritual. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play this very short video that the chosen ones really need to listen to. And I have much more to say after this video. And it will shock you who's getting ready to give you a message. So this is one of those videos where it's like, please listen to, please pass it on. So let's roll with it.
Nigga to understand how we built the pyramids. Shit. That's another shit that cracked me up. White people say they don't believe in aliens till you ask them who built the pyramids. Aliens. Then ask them any other time. There's no such thing as aliens, crazy nigger. They just don't want to believe a black man designed something that they can't fuck with to this day. You understand me? Motherfucker, you know how we built the pyramids? You ever play in the sandbox? You gotta ask a simple question. Just always flip the script. What if up is down and down is up? What if you look down into space standing up on Earth? This is how we built the pyramids. You play in the sandbox. It's easy to move a mountain of sand into position. Once you wet sand, it holds its form like concrete. You put the first brick at the apex of this motherfucker, right? You move sand out of this corner and that corner and place bricks there on both sides all the way to the top. Now you let the sand dry out and drop that brick right through that bitch. Sand under pressure when it's dry moves like fluid. That's why you always find viaducts in all of the motherfucking pyramids, so the sand can shoot the fuck out the bitch. Now you have a hollow chasm. And it's built into the ground in the same specs. It's not really a pyramid, it's a diamond. It is now topped off by quartz, and at the bottom is topped off by quartz. When moonlight comes through, it refracts off of the quartz in the bottom, the first refracting laser, illuminating the night sky, which is why they called Pharaoh God, because he could turn night into day. Thus the all-seeing eye on your dollar bill above the pyramid. Because the only part of the human body made out of quartz is a human eye. When it dries out, it's small granules of quartz. That's why light transfers through it. Holla at your boy.
All right, my royal family, let me stop that right there. Let me go back. Okay, now I'm gonna go over here. Okay, my royal family, this is a picture of Eddie Griffin. I know many of us know about Eddie Griffin. I cannot convey to the royal family how special Eddie Griffin is. And y'all will learn more about Eddie Griffin much later. But please, if y'all can get around the profanity, he is giving us messages. He is truly chosen, and he is extremely special. Extremely. I'm telling y'all something I know. Some things I will never be able to tell y'all because I'm sworn to. But Eddie Griffin, like many of us, are giving out messages. There are many like him. There are many like me that are that very special, trying to wake up the royal family. We all do it in different ways. And sometimes we can lose sight because the person may say things that we don't agree with. Well, that goes back to all of us being affected by this system. And I'm not saying to just jump up and totally agree with me. Listen, watch their actions. Really pay attention to when they're speaking core truth. It's, you know what, one thing that I have to say that I have to admit about us in the royal family. It's hard to convince us on certain things. It really is. We can be quite picky. And it's like, no, you're going to have to really prove yourself to me. And I know why, because we're getting hurt and sabotaged daily. Excuse me, daily. And we're always in a state of pain. We're in such a state of pain, we don't even realize we're in pain. Pain becomes normal to us, which further lets me know how we've been affected by this system, where we will start compromising within ourselves just to have a sense of peace in this system. That's the only way I can put it. And then when some of us put out information and it sounds so far-fetched, but you know that the person is speaking core truth, you know that the person is not trying to solicit anything, not trying to proselytize any type of religion or anything, just putting out messages. That's it, putting out messages. Well, you're looking at one. You're looking at one. Very special. Me and Eddie Griffin are very special. And you are very special too. I'm going to keep telling us we're wise, we're brilliant, and we must always remain humble, and we must always fight this war. This war is spiritual. There will be many spiritual people in the last days within the royal family trying to give us messages so we can keep our house in order. It's time to bring this village back together, and the ones that are not willing to be a part of the royal family or not utilize their God-given gifts, you will go to hell with them, because that is their driving force. Say, wow, we're going to party to the last end, but we're going to take some of the chosen ones with us. And they love it. They know how wicked they are, and they're trying to hold on to this system that is dying before everyone's eyes. You'll see this election. It's a 3-ring circus. Start watching news overseas, and they are literally laughing at this country. They are laughing. But where the other countries got a real good glimpse of what's really going on is when Katrina happened. So you got to realize, in these other countries, they'll still sell that this land is the land of milk and honey, and there's still streets of gold over here in America. So some people still hold on to this. But when we had Katrina and they seen how many poor black people there was that was not receiving any type of help in this system, even the most poorest countries, and y'all can look this up, tried to donate what they could to help us, even though they're going through hell too in their countries, unquote third world. This is the third world country. They put up illusions like they have it all together with their technology and their talking points and all this kind of stuff. You know, sometimes you take the time to watch CNN News and Fox News, and they got on a suit, they got all these lights, they got all these colors, and people will get captivated by that, and they're no more than dogs in a suit. They're gangsters, they're evil, they wicked, they use props and keep up illusions, even with their own, because their own don't want to believe what is about to happen to them. They know the wicked that they have done, but they rather be lied to. They rather be lied to, and some of our own rather be lied to also. But I'm not playing. I'm very focused and I'm very serious. I may stumble, I may fall, but I get back up and keep trying to encourage the royal family first and foremost to pray. Sometimes I struggle with it. Sometimes I'm not consistent with it. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm utter perfection. Far from it. I'm striving and trying to work on things too. And I need the royal family to give me the message too. See, when we do these videos, some of us will say, wow, he or she really got it together. Not fully realizing I'm going through the same thing you're going through. I'm living under this system just like you, but I'm not willing to coon out. I'm not willing to sell out. I'm starting to understand, based on how special that I am, my duties and my responsibilities, but I'm still striving to learn as well. So when I get certain messages, I'm going to tell the royal family. That's why I'm telling y'all, y'all special, y'all wise, and y'all brilliant. We possess a great deal of wisdom, but we always must remain humble and not be weak-willed. Somebody come up in your space, somebody disrespect you and yours and your family, whoop they ass. Do whatever it takes to survive. Keep them off of you. See, we are starting to become predictable where they'll say, oh, they're not going to lash out. Oh, they're going to lash out because I'm listening to our royal babies and they have a zero tolerance. And I was hearing the other day, there was someone say that these caucasoids are saying, oh, these younger kids, they not nice. They not putting up with it. I mean, now we got children that are conducting themselves like adults, have talking points like adults, because everything is being exposed to them that they can see what this system is all about. And I appreciate our royal babies keeping us, the older ones, in line, saying, no, don't compromise. Fight. I'm not putting up with it, because we get exhausted. We really do. So I pray that some of the royal babies are listening to this. Y'all are very essential to this war, and y'all are our future leaders. And we need to also pay attention to y'all too as well, so we can have zero tolerance. We should not allow anyone, as we are rebuilding our village and as we are striving to regain our throne, we cannot let any other race in at all. It has to be black from top to bottom and middle. And we must never ever forget that we are the chosen people. Never. We are chosen. Conduct yourself in that fashion. Give the air of power around these people. Give the air. We're capable of doing that. Where they'll say it's something different about them. It's just something very different. Yes, because we're chosen. And when we cave into this system, what we are really doing is rejecting ourselves. I've said this so many times I done lost count. Don't do self-rejection. Pay attention to that inner voice that you hear, which is nothing more than God. His energy is resonating within us, and he's speaking right to us, letting us know, come on, young man and young lady, you are that special. Some of the people say, well, why are we so special? Because we were made by the hands of God. We were. So, when Eddie Griffin was talking about the pyramids and how they were built, and I was reading the comments from that particular video, as usual, the caucasoids were extremely angry. Extremely. They were extremely angry because they are jealous of our accomplishments. And they said, how did these people do this? There's just no way. And if you look at this picture here, you will see that they are gathering up sand. One is digging, they're pouring sand. Look at that. This looks like a rock here. There's another container here to collect more sand. I never thought of it like that. Eddie Griffin is brilliant, and he displays it in the way that he wants to display it. And some people may not agree about how Eddie Griffin expresses his gifts. It is what it is. We all got stuff that we have to work on, but don't dismiss this man. Please take the time to listen to Eddie Griffin and the messages that he is giving to us, like many of the chosen ones. With that said, my royal family, Ashe.